Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and become a part of my community. So I'm sure you realize that last month I didn't do any videos whatsoever. I'm having some health issues, so I'm trying to do what I can to keep my channel going. So I've been uploading shorts from past videos, and I thought today I would try to make something, and I'm going to keep working on my resin projects, but it's going to be kind of here and there because of my health. So today I thought I would make some shoe charms, and for Halloween, and I have, this one's a Halloween mold. This one's like a little charm mold, but I'm going to use the ghost and the pumpkin. And with these, I do have to drill a hole to put a jump ring through. Same with this. These are already pre-drilled, so I don't have to worry about that. But I was just going to make the moon. And then on this one, there's a couple kitties, and I thought a couple black cats would look nice. And then this one also has a cat. So I have a few different colors I'm going to be using. I have my gloves on, and I do have a mask that I'm going to be putting on in a second. And I have some disposable mixing bowls. And of course my mixing utensils, some brushes, because I might just brush some color into a couple of these, and my KISREL UV resin. I do use baby wipes to clean off my supplies. It works really good for cleaning the utensils, your mat. Okay, see, there is a coffin, so I might use this and do that either. I think I'm going to do that black, but I think what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this chameleon powder and just put it on the cross. I kind of got in other places, but I think that's fine. And we have a little ghost, that one. I'm just going to get the black out and I'm just going to do the eyes. And mouth. That didn't work out too well. I might have to switch that up a little bit. And then I'm using the black for the cat's witch's hat and the spider. It's funny because I feel like I'm not too organized here. I haven't done this in a while, so I will do my best. Okay, so we'll do some in the cross, the coffin. Do the coffin. Let's see, the witch's hat. And I did put a little bit too much in here, so I'm going to take some out. And I'm just lifting it little by little. Oops, I dropped some in the other one. I'll put that in here. And the little spider. Now with him, I'm going to wait a little bit because I want him to have the resin float into his little legs there. So I'm just going to separate it just a little bit so it can get in there. It did make a little bit of a mess. I'll just clean that up. I hope you saw everything. I just noticed my camera's a little off. Move this up. Okay. I'm going to add a little more to the black so we can get some of these black cats done. I think I can add a little more to this, just a touch, a couple drops. We have a cat here. Let's see. There's a little something on there. Don't want that there. And then this cat, and then this one. And I am truly making a mess. As I go, I like to clean it up. I do want to mention, I think I told you back maybe a couple months ago that I got a chemical burn from the UV resin. It accidentally got like in the corner of my thumb, and that's when I was working with a new UV light, and it kind of, the resin dumped out of the mold and got on my thumb. I thought I cleaned it all up, but I didn't, and I got a chemical burn. Now, for a while it looked bad. It wasn't red or anything, but the skin just dried out and got really gross. And then as the skin died off, you know, you could see that it was a burn. And it took 3 months to heal. So I just want to say, make sure that you wear your gloves. That is my fault that I wasn't. It was because basically I have to work the camera, and with the gloves it doesn't work so well, you know, as far as turning the camera on and off. Plus I don't want to get, you know, resin on my equipment. So unfortunately, that's what happened. Now I'm not too happy about it, but there's really nothing I can do about it. It happened, and now I just have to figure out a new way to work my camera without, or with gloves on. It's a little difficult, I'll tell you. Okay, so I was gonna do that little ghost. I don't like the way the face looks, so okay, before I put these under the light, I decided just to clean that out and make some white I think I might need a little more for that one. And then I'll do the eyes and the mouth with just a marker. I think that'll work fine. And then this one's so tiny, you know, it'll just, it doesn't take anything, just a pinch, if anything. But I decided just to remove the face because I have to put this under the light anyways. So that way, let me just drop them. Let me get this out of the way. Get this, drop this in. I do have to do the pumpkin, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one. Let's just drop in a couple drops. Okay, I may need more for this, I'm not sure. Yeah, I underestimated how much I needed. So I just need a little bit more. Okay, so that took care of that. Yeah, just another little drop into the ghosts. Okay, let me just clean this up. Put this on. Okay, so we also have to do the orange. So for that, I am just thinking that I'm just going to paint that in. Let me move this aside a little bit. And for the little pumpkins, I'm just going to paint this in. Now this orange, if you want to get inexpensive mica powder, you can get this from Dollar Tree. I don't know if they raised the price. I got it for $1.25. It could be $1.50 right now. I'm not sure, but it works really well. I like it. I'm just trying to get all angles. There we go. And I usually tap it out if there's any excess. It looks good. I can't tap it out because I put the white in there, so I'll just put some clear in on top of that. Okay. And then now I'm going to start curing these. The black will have to be, I would say, so in the white too, because it's a larger mold, probably 3 to 5 minutes. This one would be 3, 3, and 3. So we're gonna put these under the light and cure them, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so now they're all cured and we can remove them from the molds. That's cute. Little ghost. Not really sure where I'm going to drill a hole, but we'll figure it out. And then here are the moons. Those came out really nice. Those would also make a cute pair of earrings, wouldn't they? Here's the black cat. And, ooh, I dropped some of the black. Okay, that came right off. That's good. And here's the ghost. And you can see that there's a little bit of that mica powder still in there, so doesn't matter because we're going to get a marker and fill that in. Here's the cross, and well, the coffin with the cross, and it kind of makes it look like the cross is glowing from the chameleon powder, so that's kind of cool. This is the witch's hat. That turned out nice. And let's see the spider. Ooh, he came out really cute. Look at that. So there's not much we have to do with those, except just this one. And here's a black cat. That turned out really nice. And here's a black cat. And unfortunately, which I didn't notice, he had a bubble. There's a bubble right there. So, Well, I guess we're going to have to scrap that one. You could repair it, mix up a little black, and then put it in there like a dab of it. Or we could use that as the hole to hang them. I don't know. We'll see. That's kind of funny. I could just drill a little bit more out of that. So the first thing would be is to determine how you want to drill into these. Now I'm thinking using some of these eyelet screws, and then these would hang real nice like on the shoe. So this bit is a 1 millimeter bit, and it's a burr. I don't have a link for this, but if you just look up like diamond head burrs, these should pop up, and you have to look for a 1 millimeter. So I'm going to set this at a 3. I have to get my mask on. I forgot. Sorry. And then I'm just going to drill straight down. Now, this is just a nail polish. It was a top coat that I used, but now it's just UV resin inside here. So now I'm just going to put just a little dab of it on the end of this, and then screw it in. If it gets a little tough to screw in, use your pliers. One more there. Now those will have to go under the light so that you cure that portion of it. Let's see. This is the hat. Oops, don't want any accidents. And I know I should be wearing gloves for this, but I threw them out, and that was my last pair. So I have to be real careful. Now, before we put this away, I want to find a black marker. Because I have to put these under the light, so I'm going to do this at the same time. So these are just Artex acrylic markers, and I'm using the brush end, and I'm just coloring in the eye. Just making sure I get everything. Okay, you can put these under the light. Okay. Also, I was going through some of my little bits and things, and I found these little leaves for fall. So you could drill those, and that could be a part of it for the Halloween theme. Okay, so I'm just gonna some of this on here and just get it into those areas. Now be careful when you're doing this because you don't want to get it all over the place and smudge your black. I'm just going to paint over this area too, just so that it looks all the same. And then I'm going to use this because I don't want to touch it. I'm just going to use this to pick it up by the end and stick it under the light. Okay, so that is done. Now for these, very easy. We just need some jump rings. So we'll do the ones with the jump rings first. So we'll do these 3. Still not sure what we're going to do with this one. I kind of have an idea. So you just open your jump ring to the side. Don't pull it apart because then it'll lose the shape. You still want that circle shape. And then just close it up. Okay, so those are done. Okay, so these we have to drill a hole. Maybe so the pumpkins hang sideways, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see the ghost. The ghost. Well, we shall see. I think let's do these first. So I'm just going to do these like on the side here. All right. Well, all the drilling is done. Okay, let's just clean everything off, set it aside. Okay. And then we can get some more. Not sure how I'm going to do that one yet, but we'll figure it out. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to just throw it away because he just got a little bubble and it made a hole in a whole new area. So, okay, so let's see. Okay, now that we got those all done, okay, so now we can put these on. And see how tiny they are. So you just push it in like that, and then hook it onto your jump ring. And it hangs just like this. Okay, so I have them turned so the opening is facing towards the front, so you can just hold it and hook it on. Or if you want, you can have it the opposite way so that the opening is towards the back. I think I've got kind of a variety here. Some are on the side, that's towards the back, this one's towards the front, so I think I'll switch that up so it faces the back. This one does too. So if you need just to switch it up, just pull it to the top, open it up, take it out, turn it over, and then just place it back on so that it all faces the back. I didn't do anything with him yet, so what should we do? I think I'm going to get a bigger jump ring. Okay, so for these I use 6mm jump ring. Him, I'm using an 8mm jump ring. Same thing, open to the side, place it on. And I need one of these. And we saved this kitty from the garbage because he had a bubble, but it's still cute. Look at the way it hangs. So here they are. They're all done. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. Also, in the description box below, you will find links to my Etsy shop, which is Creations by Laurel, and you'll also find links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. Thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.